Welcome to Polyrhythm Music LLC. I'm David Van Dyke, and this week's video is a special one because of who it's about. And that is, you know her, you love her, Samantha Irvin.
Samantha, I'm sure you know what I'm going to ask of you. Please, just one more time. Please.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the new undisputed WWE champion, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes!
Like millions of other people, we fell in love with her announcing for WWE. She came across genuine, compassionate, caring, it seemed, but excited for the things that, and the show that millions of other people were excited for. But she's also a musician. Recently, she left WWE, and that was a big shock, but it was to pursue her music career. So, what does that have to do with us? Well, hang on, I'll tell you. Calm down. So, I came across a track of hers that I had never heard before and listened to it a couple weeks back. And because I'm a loudmouth American and a musician, I had to give my input on Twitter, X, whatever. But it wasn't critiques. I like the song. I like the song. You know, it was just, she's buried in the mix a little bit, blah, blah, blah. But very graciously, she answered back my tweet because my complaint was like, who mixed this? Like, she's the star, because she is. And in the tweet, she said like, hey, I'd love to hear some of your stuff. So I thought, wouldn't it be fun if we wrote some songs specifically for her, so you guys can kind of see the process of how I would go about doing that, and then maybe we can get this stuff to her if she likes it. Maybe she'll record something. We can collab. That would be the great. That would be the hope, of course. So, I'm a guitar player. Sort of. I fancy myself one from time to time. But, got the trusty old acoustic out. And we're going to record a couple things, write a couple things, and see if we can't hammer at least one or two songs out that we could try to get in front of Miss Irvin and see if she likes it. So I'm going to get tuned up. I'm not going to bore you with all that. If you want to see how to tune a guitar or anything like that, go to polyrhythmmusicllc.com. We have videos up for all that coming and plenty of other stuff. So swing by there, join our Patreon. You can see all that stuff. I'm not going to bore you with it today. I'm going to get everything tuned up, set up, working, ready to go. And we're going to jump into this. So I'll be back in a second. All right. So everything's tuned up. So I'm kind of playing with this kind of octave shape. I'm thinking about, I want something light that builds, but then can resolve back the way it began. Just meaning that, like, if we start with something, no matter what happens after that, I want to come back by the end of the song to that's all that means. So when you hear resolve, a lot of times that's what it means. It just means, you don't... Music's like asking a question, and you need a response. That's kind of a resolve. Just very quick. This isn't a tutorial on resolve, So I'm thinking, I've got something, I'm playing with kind of a octave shape, and I'm thinking I'm probably going to do a little, something like, Something like that. That'll give me my turnaround. So I'm kind of thinking that, and we'll build, and you know, I'll throw in some little noodly bits or something, just to keep it interesting. I always like to try to give a singer a hint as to what the melody is or could be, just to, you know, singers get overlooked a lot because it's hard to just sit down and be expected to have a melody and then write lyrics and make it all fit. It's a puzzle and it's difficult. So anytime I can help out and kind of point them in a direction, I will take that. So right now, that's kind of what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we're gonna go like, you know. And I'm going to play with some dynamics in there. I'm going to bring it up. I'm going to bring it down. Dynamics, for those who don't know, is just loud, soft. Again, if you want to know about any of this stuff, join our Patreon. That's where the real lessons are going to be happening at and do happen. So definitely check that out. That's why I'm not going into great detail here. So yeah, I'm going to do a run through here. So let's see as far as we can get. See if I can nail, you know, right now I'm kind of thinking that you're going to have it's going to be an A-B thing, meaning that this is kind of your A. So that's part A. And then when the strumming comes in, that'll be considered part B. So if you ever hear like Rob Scallon and Andrew Wong on Sonic Boom a lot talk about A, B, C. That's all they mean, is they're breaking things up into parts so that everybody can communicate together. So, and if I was sitting in the room with Samantha, this is the way I would be explaining. It's like A, B, you know, we'll do an A section, we'll do a B section, maybe two Bs back to A, that type thing. It just makes it easier for everybody to communicate and kind of keep in line what we're doing. So I'm going to retune and we're going to try to do a full run and see if we can. I'm going to keep it very basic and just kind of A, B, A maybe, and you know, to get back where we started. Just do a quick run through, see if we can get an A, and, you know, throw in some dynamics and maybe some other little fun stuff. We'll see. But let me get tuned up, and right here in a second, I will be right back to do a playthrough. So everything's tuned up. Logic Pro running, SM57 kind of shot off to the side. Again, this is to get the idea down, clean it up in post if I need to, but right now I'm just going to do a playthrough. That should be plenty. And then if she, you know, if we can get this to her and, you know, she sees the stems, you know, she needs the stems or anything to record her part. If she likes it, that'd be great. We can get all that to her. Otherwise, you know, we're having a fun time and you'll get to hear a playthrough of a song. So, all fun. This is what we do it for, right? So, like I said, I'm going to do a real simple structure, A, B, A, B, A. So here we go. So what do you guys think? Think you like it? Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? Again, this is one song. I will probably do others. I'll post those up for the paid members at Patreon. And, you know, I might do 2 more songs and do one on the website, one on Patreon, just to kind of mix it up a little bit. But tell me what you thought in the comments. You know, I think I wrote this in, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, something like that. So, again, I'll revise it. I'll mess with it. I'll work on it a little bit and get it, you know. But otherwise, pretty happy with what I've got, because you have to remember when you're writing, especially an acoustic part for a singer, I'm not the star here, nor do I want to be. She's the star. Her voice is being on display. I'm just trying to give her a background. So simplify your guitar parts. You can add some things in here and there. So just some, you know, things to think about. But let me know what you thought about it in the comments. Keep an eye on our Patreon page and polyrhythmmusicllc.com, because you'll see the other songs there. And like and subscribe. We have guitar giveaways going on until the end of February. So check out all the stuff for that. And I will see you guys next week.